So apparently, the Congress, despite one of the Republicans turning good, still voted for the monstrosity that's going to cause probably, oh, I don't know, 50,000 people to die every year. You know, the people that voted for it, a lot of them. So we know we can't count on our government to do the right thing. They don't represent us, they haven't for a long time. Money talks louder, or bullies threaten louder. I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's a combination of the two. But there's not going to be a stop to this, and the people will not stop suffering the consequences of this until the people get together and remove and replace. I don't know what it's going to take. This is my thought, though. Say we'll say Portland, Oregon. We have a group of people that get together. Maybe 70,000, maybe 100,000, maybe even more than that. And they go to the building where their representatives are. And they swarm the building. And there's so many of those people that there's no way to stop what they are doing. And they simply, in a nice voice, very pleasantly tell the people that they have hired to represent them, I'm sorry, we're removing you bodily. We are doing our legal duty according to the Declaration of Independence, and we are removing and replacing any destructive government that has become too tyrannical. And then they stay in the building. They basically they take possession of that building. They annex that building. They make it the people's building so that those people that they've just removed cannot come back the next day or the day after or the day after. And meanwhile, in other states across the country, other large groups of people are doing the same thing to the buildings that have their representatives in them. And so on and so on and so on and so on. We can't obviously join together and become one massive force. We need to be a bunch of smaller forces. And then once we get those buildings, we keep those buildings and we take power of those buildings. And we select somebody who can represent the people of that district or that state, whatever, until we come up with a new system that will represent the people and work for the betterment of the people of this country. And it won't be like what we had before. That was the great American experiment, and it fell to corruption. It fell to corrupt, self-serving people who use religion as an excuse to do evil and make themselves feel good as they get richer off the blood of us, we the people. That system doesn't work. Maybe it worked when we were a young country, but now we're just too big for that system anymore. And there's too many, with high tech, everything, it's too easy for the corruption to get into the cracks and make the wood rotten. We need to make a government made out of steel. We need to come up with more safeguards that make it impenetrable. And we need to be able to, as the people, fire at any time, not wait 4 years or whatever, at any time, anybody who shows the slightest hint of self-serving motivations or motivations that involve their religion and not the betterment of the people or what's right for the people. We're not all Christians. So what your Bible says doesn't get to apply to every last person on the planet. There's a reason that your God came up with free will. And you don't get to force your will onto others and take away our free will. Anyway, of course, this is all just me hypothetically thinking of the society that I'm writing about in my book. I'm not talking about the real world or throwing out any ideas, but that's what I'm thinking a society in this kind of a situation would need to do to throw off the chains that are slowly suffocating them.